Hey guys, I just wanted to pop on and do a very quick video today. I recently received the Azaria Petite Mere, and a lot of people have kind of asked me what I thought about it. Did use it today. I took it out with my 2.5-year-old on our normal kind of weekly stuff that we do, and I wanted to come back and tell you guys what I thought about it and how I packed it. So I have owned the full-size Le Mere before, and I did like it. There were a few things about it that I wasn't too kind of thrilled about, which I will link my video below or up in the cards here that you can go and check that out. So I'm not going to get into that completely right now. So I was curious when I did get the Petite how it would be, because it'd been a while since I've had an Azaria bag. And it is super adorable. It's a very, I got it in the Chestnut, so it's a really cute bag. When I first got it, I was sent the wrong messenger strap, and I contacted Azaria, and immediately they got back to me and they are sending me the correct one. But for now, I have a strap on here from, oh gosh, I can't even remember now, but so many messenger straps in my drawer. But it actually kind of goes, and I did use it today with the Petite, and I do have it just packed up for Clara. So she's, as I said, she's 2.5, she's a toddler, so she doesn't require too much these days, and I don't pack a whole bunch. So I thought that the Le Mere, the Petite, would be perfect because it isn't a huge bag. I've since come to realize that I'm kind of enjoying having a large bag lately. So this did work out today. Like it was comfortable to wear. It did fit things in there for a quick trip out, but there was like no room really on top to throw anything on there. So when she handed me her little blanket and her stuffed toy, I didn't have anywhere to put it. I had to put it in my shopping kind of bag that I was taking for groceries. So that's just something to remember. If you do like bags that have a lot more room on top to throw things in, this may not be the bag for you, because you may want to go with a full-size one, or even with the Jolie, which I'm kind of curious about as well. Okay, so let's go over the things that I did like about it, so the pros. So I do like the look of it. I think it's a really cute bag. It's fairly comfortable. It was, although I had to shorten this up over the little faux leather strap. So I should mention, first of all, that this is a faux leather bag. It's not rough, and it's not really pebbled. It's quite smooth. It is really pretty. It's a nice color. It has decent hardware on it. This is like a kind of a brushed gold, so I did like that on it. I actually like the look of it a little bit better than the full size. I think it suits the mini, or the Petite I should say. It was quite comfortable as a backpack, although because I had to adjust it quite kind of higher on my back, and the way the straps were, it wasn't as easy to kind of get the straps off to swing the bag around. I had to really kind of take the whole thing off like this and then get to it, whereas I was used to using my my Mina Bay Harper bag last week, where it was so easy to just kind of, I didn't even have to take it off one shoulder, just swing it around, and it was just easy to get into. So I think maybe my opinion on this is a little bit tainted because of that bag that I was using previously. But that aside, let's get into some other pros. It does have a nice opening on the top, and it does have some nice outside pockets. So it is kind of easy to get to these outside pockets. The quality of the stitching and the way the design is pretty good. So that's a bonus. It does have a little handle. However, I think, you know, I'll get into the cons now. This handle I found really hard to find because it's floppy and doesn't have any structure to it. That was my only thing. I couldn't really find this handle very well when I took the bag off. I was kind of grabbing it here instead of the handle because it just kind of falls behind here. I found there is an outside pocket here, which is great, but I never use outside pockets because it's where the backpack straps are. I find it really awkward to get anything out of there, so I didn't use that pocket. I think the best thing now is for me just to go over the packing, how I pack this up, and then I can kind of talk about some other features on the bag that I kind of liked and didn't like. So let's get into that part. The Azaria Petite Mere is a kind of convertible style bag. So you do have D-rings on the side here that you can attach to a pram or a messenger strap. This isn't the messenger strap that came with it. This is a different one, but they are sending me the correct one. So I just grabbed this for now because I like being able to sling this over my shoulder when I'm leaving the house. and getting out of the car, that type of thing. It was handy that way, and it wasn't too bad. So that was really nice. So there's kind of bottle pockets on each side, and they are a little slanted here. And in here I just have a small set piece with my charging bank for my phone. And then on the other side was where I like to pop my keys. There is a key leash inside of the bag, but I like to have my keys on the outside of the bag because I can access them a lot quicker when I need to get in and out of the car and things like that. And then this pocket here is magnetized shut. So this, as I said, this is a faux leather on the outside, and then the inside is kind of, it feels a little plasticky. It's a wipe down material, kind of like a, as I said, it's kind of plasticky feeling. But in here I just have my iPhone 10. So that was, but again, I keep that in my pocket of my pants a lot of the time. A zipper at the front here as well, right here. And in here I do have a small set piece by GGB in the olive rose. That kind of looks really pretty with that, actually. On the back here, there are backpack straps that are faux leather and on one side and seatbelt material on the other. And then they go about halfway down the strap, and then the rest of it is a webbing. I had to adjust it up over the faux leather part for me, and I'm 5'9". I'm finding a lot of backpack straps now are just really long, whether I've shrunk or whether they've just gotten longer, I don't know. But they are attached to the side here, and they are removable, so you can unclip them and then pop this into, you kind of fold it up here and pop it into the back kind of pocket here if you wanted to, and that gives you that option to wear it messenger style. Now getting into the main section of the bag, there are two zipper pulls, and these zipper pulls are very nice. They're kind of easy to grab. I like how they bend right there, and you can open it on either side like this. I just kind of wish that it would go a little bit further up, because as you can see, when it's open, you can get into it, but then if you wanted to really kind of have access to everything easily, you have to kind of push this in and then fold it back all the way like that. And I don't know if I want to do that to my bag all the time. So this bag ended up being a lot smaller, a lot thinner than I anticipated. I thought it was going to be wider. I did fit what I needed to in here, but as I said, there's really very, very little room. I mean, you probably could stuff some stuff on the top there, but there's kind of little room to put anything else on in there if you needed to. The organization of the bag, there's two little elastic pockets on either side, one on either side. There's a longer elastic pocket at the front here, right there, and then there's a zip pocket and a slip pocket. So I'll take the things out of the slip pocket first. This is a medium Lily Jade packing case, and I guess I could have put my nappies just loosely in there, but I like to have them kind of in something. It's just, for me, it makes the bag look neater, and I don't really want people to like necessarily see my nappies when I go in the bag, so I could have turned this around like that, and it just would have made it look, that's just my personal preference. So I really only fit one nappy in here. Normally I put two, but for this bag I only put the one because I felt like otherwise it was too bulky in that pocket. And there's a light change pad and a coin purse with disposable baggies. And then there's a zipper back here, and here I just have my coin purse with my hairbrush and hair ties in there. That's quite a big pocket though. It does go pretty much like all the way down, almost all the way down to the bottom of the bag. This zipper's okay. It's not the smoothest zipper in the world, but it does have a nice zipper pull. And there is a key leash in here too, which everybody kind of likes key leashes, but I don't particularly use them that often, to be honest. Then the things in the center I ended up putting in here was a boogie board from Amazon, a wire pouch 30, and my Lily Jade full-size wallet. And then you can kind of see now into the bag there, so that's everything out of the main section. In the elastic pocket on this side, I've got a small set piece with my mummy med kit stuff, my hand sanitizer that I always take, and then in the other side over here, I just have a Fugu Funtainer. You could fit a full-size one in there, but I always like to take the small one if I can. In the long mesh pocket here, I have a Itsy Bitsy snack bag with crackers in there. So that is everything that I actually took with me. I know people can fit a lot more in here. I know people can stuff it full. That's just not how I like to have my bags. I like to have them organized. I like to have them roomy. I like to have space to put stuff on top. But this would make the perfect like handbag. I really think that I'm going to use this more, honestly more without Clara, or when she's older and she's out of nappies and she just needs like snacks and say like a play pack or something. I think it's going to work better in that respect. But it is a cute little bag, and I'm not sad that I got it. I really do like it. I'm not sure if I'll get another one at this point. I think I'll just keep the one. And I will go back and do a review on this compared to the Fawn Design Mini. I will say this is heaps bigger than the Fawn Design Mini. I've had the Fawn Design Mini for, gosh, since they first came out. So it was like 2 years, a year and a half now. And I do love that too, but that's definitely a mum bag. This can be used for both a mum bag and a toddler bag, or a baby bag if you want, depending on what you take. But it is, you got to remember, it is quite a thin. You can see it's quite thin, so you have to remember that depending on what you want to pack in there. Those are my thoughts on the Azaria Petite Mere in the Chestnut. If you have any questions or comments, please pop them below. And thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you next time.